Okay, part six. Now, this is where it gets really good because, as I said, when I moved in with my wife about 4 years ago, we decided to buy some bits, which is where I started this video from, etc. And one of the parts that I bought, which I was really lucky on this front, was this isn't it, but I'm gonna actually I'll show you. Was the fact that I'm a fan of the Oh My Goddess series and the film and the Oh My Goddess, which wasn't very good. But the Oh My God series 1 and 2 and the film are very good. And Flying with Wings. I have got the Japanese version, dialogue version. I don't think they did an English version, which is really annoying because I really want to watch it. However, as it turns out, they did a load of action figures for the film. And I managed to get them on eBay for a really good price. Yeah. And I am going to name them in order of power, just to make it a bit easier. In reverse order, I've decided. So, for each character, you got I haven't got the stands with me because I deliberately left them at home because I know where they are. But we have Skuld, who stands at about, I'd say about 4 or 5 inches. No, not that. About 4 inches tall, I'd say. So she's the youngest out of the three goddesses. She's kind of like a technical wizard, but she's got a very big temper. Um, she has a very good design on her. So, for instance, if I can get it still enough, right, so she's got. They all have very big eyes, but I'll explain why in a minute. She has all the markings that she has on her forehead and on her cheeks, which you can just about see. They're kind of covered up with her hair, and then you've got the detailing on her suit. I should point out that this is actually battle armor, a battle suit. So that's the first front half, and obviously it's got normal long hair and that sort of stuff. And then that's that. And then all the characters, like I said, have got stands that they can actually stick into. Now, Skull's one is actually a bit awkward to get to because you see the hole to fit it in is actually here, and her hair is quite long, and it gets in because it's open. It gets in the way. It can be done, but it's a bit fiddly. And then we move on to effectively the main character, the original main character, which is Beldandi, who is Goddess First Class with no restriction. Now, this is her battle suit. As you can see, she has got all the markings on her forehead and the trademark 2 wisps of hair. And then it moves. We can see that she's got the blue armor mixing in with the white and yellow. And that's the front. And then on the back, well, I'll do it from the side actually. So she's got her trademark long hair, which she always wears in a ponytail. But the difference being on her suit, come on, I forget I'm doing this on inverted, is that the hole to put her standing is actually in between her shoulder blades, which is here. So this one is actually very easy to get up. Very easy to do as well. And then we have that. And then we have, she's actually the middle sister. And then we have the final sister, who is the eldest, who is Erd. Now, stupid inverted thing. Right, now, as you can see, she has all the same symbols, but she is a goddess second class, whereas Skuld is a goddess third class, very limited license. Erd is a second class limited license, which is a bit more than Skuld has. As you can see, this is her battle suit. They all have very good detail on for the type of statues they are. And then obviously she has long hair as well, but hang on a sec. But her battle suit splits down the middle, so it's kind of like vampire wings, I guess. And her secure point is actually just above her butt. Now, I managed to get these for about 20 quid for the three of them off a lovely person on eBay who packaged them up brilliantly. I'm really chuffed with that. But every character comes with a set of parts, which makes up one of Skull's creations called Bampe, who is kind of like a little helper droid who can turn into a motorbike. So if you look on his knees, he's actually got tyres. And a third the third tyre does come out of his lower half here, I think. So I think it's kind of two at the front and then one at the back. He's got his on-off power switch at the back, and his helmet, hat comes off. In the cartoon, he's actually got like a rocket launcher that sits underneath that, and it fires off various things. But you can put all three pieces together. So Skull had the head, Beldandy had the body and the arms, and then Erd had both legs, and then you put them together. All three. Let's put this down. Now, the problem I have is that, as I said, there you go. Now, Banpei will very kindly... Oh, and he's the only one I should point out that actually has any articulation. All the other characters are actually completely set in their position. Now, as I said, although these have got brilliant designs to them... Let's put this together. Right. Although all three of them have got brilliant designs on them, and the artwork and the sheer detail is incredible, there is only one snag, and that is because of the stands. You need them because of the way that all of their feet are pointed. They're all pointing down, which means you try and stand them up and they're literally just going to fall backwards on themselves, or they're going to have to be leaned up against something like that, and that just looks ridiculous. So otherwise it just looks like you've got a load of people just hanging around. So what I did was, I can't remember what site I got them from, but these weren't expensive. Oh damn it, I just broken one. You can get these. Now these are action figure stands, which you can buy. I think I got about 10 of them for about £5. They're not expensive, and that was including postage. So I think it's about £2 for postage and about £3 for 10 of these. And originally I had them on here. Now this did get a bit fiddly the first time round, but I could get it in. But the problem was, okay, it will hold the statues up, but then they just constantly just go like that because they're obviously not designed for that. So I had to have blue tack on the end, and it looked really stupid. But when I actually get my new flat, I am going to be properly putting the stands on so that they can be used properly. That's my theory at the moment. So that is the Oh My Goddess characters. Now I'm really quickly going to add in another one, which I found, which is... Actually, it needs no introduction, really, because I am a huge fan. This is in my top 10. It is this, the most iconic time-travelling car ever invented. It is, of course, the DeLorean from the Back to the Future series. This is from Back to the Future 1 because of... I don't sound C, but you can tell it's because of the tyres. In number 3, the tyres got completely destroyed by rot or whatever. And Doc put 1950s tires on, so like the big hubcaps, and then they were completely like a grey cream colour or something. As you can see, it's got the little the out of time license plate. It's got the vents and everything, and then on top it's got like a very lightly broken down version, so you can. It hasn't got Mr. Fusion on here. As I said, this is from the original film, so it doesn't include the Mr. Fusion, which ends up on the car at the end of the first one. This is before all that. It did have a little bar, as you can see, there's a little hole here for the lightning rod, but I don't know where that's gone. I'm glad I got the car though. So, obviously the doors open, so both doors open up like that, and if you can see inside, if I can do this. So you got the little times, the flux, the little dial on there, so you can punch in where you want to go, and the steering wheel, and then very light. Although there is only the tiniest of stickers, you can actually see the flux capacitor in there. I'll try, and it's a tiny little sticker. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that. And it's got the little time circuits in there and everything, so yeah, and it does move along, and so you can actually use it as a little toy car if you wanted to. That's up to you. So that was Back to the Future, and then I found this, which is, at first I thought, why have I got a doll? Actually, it turns out this is a little joke present my wife bought me a few years back. The idea is that you can hang it up on anything, and then it's got a little slot here, so you get a little passport picture of the person you want. And you can put it on there, so they have the body of that, and then they're not far. And they did a male version of this, but she never got one because I sleep next to her every night, so she doesn't need one. So, 2 more to go, and I'm coming to the piece de resistance. So, bear with in a minute, I'm back for part 7. Yeah, part 7, coming up.